Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. 4 to 5. 4. Count them. 2 more than 4. Utah. Jokes are hard. Barry Acorn Brewing. They sent me a 5-banger of 17.6% beers that my boy George picked up when he was traveling through northern upstate New York, Syracuse, mind you. And it works out perfectly because I am traveling to Syracuse April 6th to play a techno show, techno party, rave, whatever you want to call it, at Barry Acorn. So we get to do a little bit of beer review in conjunction with the promotion for Eclipse. There you go. Check it out. All the links down below. If you're in the area, come check it out. I'm not going to lie to you. I got 5 beers. This is the one I was going to save for last because I was like, it's a chili-based beer. And chili-based beers can be hit or miss, and if it's really, really hot, but I'm in the mood for something spicy tonight. So the last one will be the just straight chocolate cacao nib barrel-aged version. This is Beer to Tears. It's aged in Heaven Hill bourbon barrels with hazelnut, which I love. Rogue hazelnut nectar. I've loved that beer. I still love that beer. This hazelnut with ancho chilies. 17.6%. We're going to tell a lot about what we're going to think about this review based off of me throwing stuff. And the bottle open. There's a carbonation thing with these beers. Looks like there's particulate in there on the neck of the beer. You know, it's hard enough to have proper carb on when you're putting a bunch of adjuncts in the beer. It's hard enough to have proper carb on a barrel-aged beer. Hard enough to have proper carb on a 17.6% beer. You combine all those things together, even harder. But one was very, very undercarbonated. One was undercarbonated, and one was very nicely carbonated. Oddly enough, that's the one I dug a lot. Carbonation goes a long way. I think we might have a winner. Winner, chicken dinner, because that popped with a little bit of delight. So we'll see how this sucker pours. I think I picked a good one. Yeah, look at it. It's dissipating super, super quick. I don't have my little bottle cappy. I have a bunch of those things. I don't know where the hell I put them half the time. Anyway. It's going to be hard to see. You might be able to see that on camera. I don't know. Ooh, I'm going to spill it if I keep doing it. There's a lot of particulate floating around in this beer. Those hazelnut, chilies, that's going to kill a head. I don't mind floaties in my beer, whether it be yeast or the bits and pieces, but for this to have a nice carbonation and still have those floaties in it is a testament to goodness. Clean off me getting stout everywhere. So anyway, it looks all the part. I'll give it a swirl, probably get a little bit of particulate floating around on there. Definitely looks the part of a big, burly, huge imperial stout with all kinds of floaties going on. Let's see if we can get a nose. Okay. Smells like a barrel-aged stout. There seems like there's something a little bit amiss with it. I'm trying to think of the off flavor. It's not a tartness. There's something in here that I instinctively don't like. It's not the chilies. I don't think it's the hazelnut. I think it's a combination of flavors, but it's not criminal by any stretch of imagination. To me, it smells like an aged beer that went a little bit too long. That's the vibe. Maybe it's like the touch of soy sauce, just a skosh of it. Maybe that's what I'm getting from it. But outside of that, it's the first thing to jump off, so it's the first thing that's going to be said. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a little bit of soy sauce vibes. You do get a little bit of green pepper. You do get a little bit of hazelnut. You get a decent amount of spirit in here, albeit not hot. It has a sweetness to it, and there's a little bit of roasted toastiness behind that of the beer itself. I'm going to reserve judgment on the taste on this one, because I'm not going to sit here and say I love the nose, but I can see it actually tasting really, really nice, and the nose just being an anomaly. Let's just dive in. Cheers, y'all. That's tasty. I think I'm in for some trouble though. Not that it's really spicy, but I have criminally chapped lips right now. So the high ABV of this beer with those chilies, singeing the lips a little bit. Not that bad, actually. I'm being a little bit dramatic. This is really tasty. It really does. Like I said, that nose had a touch of that little soy sauce vibe on it. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it kind of has a little bit going on in the taste. But you're talking to a card-carrying member of I will drink a triple bock from Sam Adams anytime, any place, anywhere. And that is almost soy sauce in a glass. I mean, people talk about Dark Lord soy sauce. You don't know what you're talking about, people. Team OG soy sauce on the triple box. So I can dig that, and I actually think actually that soy sauce-esque little dollop here, again, it's a dollop, it's not a big portion of the show, elevates this beer a little bit. Hazelnut. Do I get a nuttiness? Sure. Could that nuttiness have been gotten from just a beer portion of the show? Maybe. I feel like it's just elevated a little bit beyond that, so I'll say, okay, Hazelnut's showing quite well. Ancho chilies. I think it comes off a little bit more bell peppery for me. I'm not going to say there isn't a little bit of spice to it. There's a hair. When you combine just a big burly stout, those hazelnuts, and that spirit, and that barrel char / vanilla kind of thing, I think it tempers any kind of real spice or heat that it had with it. It just leaves a little bit of green pepper skinny thing going on. Some people don't like that. And again, you're talking to somebody that can get down with that, so I'm a fan. Outside of that, it really is the beer and the spirit doing the work here, doing the heavy lifting. It has this really nice play. Interchangeable, not interchangeable, connected, no, merged. Let's go with that. Between the beer and the spirit in the barrel. A lot of times they talk about how they're, the beer is nice and the spirit's nice and the barrel's nice, but they're all individual things. This tastes very cohesive to me. Everything here tastes like it's had a little bit of time, had a decent amount of kind of, the appropriate amount of time to kind of work together and to become a singular kind of taste entity. We're reaching in the bag for weird shit on this one. Anyway, I dig this. I think this is very, very tasty. Is it? Let's just jump to the chase. Let's give me a little bit of that could be your pepper kind of doing a little thing back here. Where does it kind of sit in the grand scheme of things in a 5 bearded tears that I've had? It's probably tied for second, honestly. Out of the 4 I had, there's the one clear winner, which was the coffee, at least for now, because we have the chocolate to dive into. Coffee was by far my favorite. I dug them all quite a bit. My least favorite so far was the vanilla, but it was very tasty. It was flat as flat could be, and that was the reason why it is last. This and the other one, that's the treacle one, had a nice carb. This probably has a little bit more carb to it, but that one had just maybe a skosh better flavor profile, but this one with the upper level carbiness, they're fighting for that second position, let's put it that way. And a fun journey so far. You can tell and you can taste, you can appreciate the variance between all the beers so far, and that's the coolest part about it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, we want them all to be bangers. I like that there's a kind of nice roller coaster ride going between all of them, because that means there are different beers. It's not the same beer with a slight twist to it. Sure, they all share a similar, or all share the same base. The treacle one, was it the treacle one or the coffee one? I think it was the treacle one, was actually wild turkey barrels. All the other ones, I believe, are Heaven Hill barrels. But in the grand scheme of things, it's a fun ride. And you're talking about, again, the other theme through this, and I haven't mentioned in this video so far, is the drinkability of all these. These are creepily drinkable imperial stouts. They're essentially 18% imperial stouts that drink closer to 12%. That's crazy. You know me. I want my hazies at 5% to drink like 8. Well, when you get to a certain point, that script, I want it to flip, and I want my 18s to drink like 12s. That's what this is doing in a very, very cool way. Yeah, I dig this. I like it. If I'm gonna give this any kind of critique, it would be 2. One, it's not the prettiest beer. Again, there's a lot of floaties going on here. Doesn't bother this guy, but it might bother some. And 2, I kind of want the chili just to be a little bit bigger on this. If you're putting the word chilies on there, I just want it to be a little bit spicier than this. Even though I appreciate this not being that spicy, I can't handle spice all that much. So if it's not affecting me, I doubt it's affecting the people that really dig on chili-based beers. And if you read that, that's probably a major selling point of this beer, so that's probably my only thing that I would change. But in the grand scheme of things, tasty AF. That I just thumbs up. I don't know why I did. Thumbs up, friends. Friends. Wow. Crazy review. Hopefully you enjoyed. This is one of the better barrel-aged stouts, barrel-aged chili stouts that I've ever had. Well, because I don't drink those a lot. It's in the conversation. It's not Mount Rushmore. There's some that have really, really done it for me, but it's very, very tasty, and it's a really well done barrel-aged stout. Let's put it that way, and very fun. Value and availability, zero clue in these. I should have asked beforehand. We'll find out eventually, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like. See, the hazelnut isn't huge. The chilies aren't huge. Just everything, if you like well-made barrel-aged beer from breweries trying to do good stuff, listen, they're putting on music, good music shit that doesn't get as much play as it did in the heyday. Making fun beers. They make this, lagers, all kinds of wild farm stuff. If you dig good people doing good things, you'll dig this. So there you go. Review in the books. Buried Acorn. Have you been to the brewery? Have you had their beers? Have you had this series? Have you had this beer of this series? Down there. What's your favorite Buried Acorn beer? Oh, my favorite is from them. The one with the Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk on it. Michael Jackson, the beer. Beer writer doing a moonwalk. Forget it. Maybe that one? I don't know. Down there. All that fun stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying session beer right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers, y'all.